Hello and welcome back to Dukascopy TV. Now, EU leaders have pledged that come the 1st of January 2013, the ECB will act as the main supervisor to all euro area banks, hopefully providing Spanish banks, among others, with the money that they desperately need. Here to talk us further through this plan is Guillaume from Valeco Finance. Guillaume, thank you very much for coming in today.
Good afternoon, Natalie.
Now, this plan is intended to break the links between banks and governments at the heart of the financial crisis. Is this the practical next step, do you feel? Do you think that the two have become too intertwined?
The crisis has shown that it is very important to control the size of the banking system. For example, in Iceland or Ireland or even the UK, the banking system was too developed compared to GDP and therefore bearing a lot of risk for the total economy of those countries. And also, there are many banks in Europe which are now cross-border banks, and they are too big to be controlled by one country and need to be controlled by the Euro supervisor, at least for the biggest of the European banks. That's a very good step. It's not the only one necessary to solve the euro crisis, but it's one of the two very important measures that need to be taken.
EU leaders have vowed to ensure that the sole supervisor won't put countries outside of the euro at a disadvantage. But given that this whole concept has come about because of countries within the euro, how realistic is that?
It was important for the UK, who is not in the euro, to continue to have a word to say on the euro banking system. That's why European leaders said they will not side out the UK or other countries outside the euro. They will take their opinion into account. So the future will tell us if they will do so or not. But for London, and it's very important to continue to be in the process of the decision concerning the euro banking system, even though they are outside the euro.
Guillaume, financial markets have rallied on the confidence that Spain will now receive the money that it needs and that Greece will remain in the euro. Now, we know that with this plan, the former is more likely, but what about the latter? Can the people of Greece now breathe a sigh of relief, or is a Greek exit still a possibility?
No, now I think Greece will stay in the euro. We are only 20 billion euro away from a total salvation of Greece. That's a lot of money, but considering what have been put in Greece already, it's doable. The Troika announced they have an agreement with Greece on the next step, on the next austerity program. So I think now Greece will not be a problem anymore and will stay in the euro. There are other hurdles, Spain, which will ask probably for euro help or ECB help. But for Greece, now Europe is moving to the next crisis. Greece is probably over now, I think.
Now, as we end all interviews, that does bring us on now to the Dukascopy question, where we like to ask our guests if they had $1 million to invest for 1 year, what instrument would they place it in? So if we turn to the board and we can take a look at our options, we've got, among others, we've got real estate, we've got bonds, equity, gold, oil, cash. So $1 million for 1 year. Where would you place it, Guillaume?
I would go in equity, because the rest...
Equity? Yeah.
Yes, equity. Because bonds, real estate, cash, oil has already been quite good in the past 2 years compared to equity. Equity is very late compared to those other assets. And I think with all those green shots we see, European tackling problems, Greece over, I think equities will probably have a better run than the other asset classes.
Great, thank you. Great comments, Guillaume. Great to have you back in the studio.
Thanks.
That's all we've got time for right now, but stay tuned to Dukascopy TV for more exclusive interviews. Goodbye for now.